Hello everyone, this is Truth Sports, your number one channel on YouTube that gives you truth about news, current affairs, what have you. So stay tuned this morning because we have a very interesting story to read out to you. This morning we'll be considering the approval of Buhari's approval on the payment of salaries, actually, for university lecturers. You quite agree with me that sometimes in the month of January their salaries were withheld because of they are not complying with the general circular that says that all university lecturers and all lecturers, in fact, and federal government workers too, should register on the platform, the IPPIS. That's in full integrated payroll and personal information system. While some of them refused to comply and why some did. The ones that refused to comply with the circular, their salaries were subsequently withheld, and that's why their February and March salary were not paid. But as at this morning, Buhari succumbed to their pressure by approving the payment of the salaries, and it was made known from the office of the Minister of Labour and Employment, person of Mr. Chris Ngige. Now I would read it from here. The headline says, ASUU, Buhari approves payment of salaries. I read, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the payment of the February and March withheld salaries of lecturers in federal universities to yet joined integrated payroll and personal information system. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, announced this on Tuesday in a statement signed by his new media aide, Emmanuel Nzominu. Ngige said Buhari also directed the Minister of Finance, Budget and Planning and the Accountant General of the Federation to effect the directive. The payment, according to him, will cushion the effects of coronavirus on lecturers and their dependents. Ngige disclosed that Vice Chancellors have been asked to revalidate the affected lecturers' bank verification numbers (BVN) and forward to the Accountant General of the Federation for the payments. The Buhari administration in January stopped the payment of the salaries of the affected lecturers after they refused to enroll in the IPPIS. So, alright, viewers, I guess you heard, but the truth of the matter is, I really don't know why some lecturers would bluntly refuse to enroll. If not for the fact that there is a lot of high-handedness going on, because the IPPS was actually set up to, a little bit alleviate this issue of ghost workers staying in the system, and some lecturers are not happy about it. So instead of them to appreciate this new directive from the federal government, they refuse because of they will no longer be gaining what they were supposed to gain. So although I thank Mr. President for being sensitive and to the problem on ground, because it's actually having its toll on them not being paid their salaries from the month of February till now. It's somehow. So I really commend Mr. President for this singular act of approving and paying their salaries, because their families too are actually having this and it's at stake. So viewers, this is how much we can take on this one. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to share your views, don't forget to subscribe. Until we see you once again, I remain Mr. Chris on Truth Sports. See ya.